Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here. And we are so excited. We have our good friend Bryan Rawls back with us again, second time this season. So he's back with us to talk to us about portals, Stargates, the Pleiades Line-Up, and so much more. And I know we're going to do activations and processes. We're going to be taking live caller questions. So if you do have a question, you can hit *2 to raise your hand, or you can submit a question on the Q&A box or the chat box. Both are open. All right, so we're going to get started in just a sec. For those of you who don't know Bryan, I guess he's been on our show many, many times. He is an 8th-generation psychic medium, a certified Reiki master teacher, an extraterrestrial channel and light language linguist, an angelic facilitator and communicator, embodied Atlantean hierophant and magi and witch. He has over 18 years of experience in helping people understand their divinity and grounding them into their body. He also activates their ancient divine wisdom stored within their DNA to enable them to become their highest potential with great ease and clarity. Bryan communicates with your galactic soul families of light, allowing for your divine wisdom to be shown, that there are no impossibilities to your divine potential. Anything is possible. You just have the belief within yourself that it is possible. So I'm so excited because, like I said, we're going to be talking about portals and Stargates, the Pleiades Line-Up, and so much more. So, Bryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Lara, and it is so nice to be here.
So I know that you've just been getting ready, doing all your rituals to create the sacred space for all of us and for whatever information and guides are coming through at the moment, right?
Yes, I am actually just finishing up getting ready here. So take your time.
So like I said, we're talking about the portals, the different portals. We're going to be talking about an energetic update. We're going to be talking about the starseed knowledge within the book of, I always say this wrong, Nasera? Nasera. See, I knew I was saying it wrong. The book of Nasera. And like I said, we always do activations and, based on what's coming up for the group and based on what the team is wanting to bring forth for everyone. And so it really, this year has been quite amazing already, right? And so powerful, and I find intense, and so much change, So energetically, there's so much been happening, so many full moons, new moons, blue moons, pink moons, a lot of shifts, right? And I think people are all going through this shift with, I was going to say with ease, but I don't know. I had a tough time in March. So it just depends. We all are affected differently, and we all react differently to the energies that are coming onto the planet and how they're affecting us, right?
Yes.
See, I can fill up the airwaves, no problem. I can talk about anything.
I'm now ready, so yes. So I just had to finish up calling in the ancestors and also calling in spirit and also opening up the Stargates that I currently am working with at the moment. So, but I'll just go ahead and kind of take over if you want me to.
Absolutely.
All right. So basically, hello everyone, and thank you for having me. Obviously, a lot of you have worked with me before, and a lot of you know exactly what I do. But I kind of have started a little bit doing things a little bit different, and it's just due to how certain things are being done nowadays, especially with the working of the Stargates and also what's currently coming up and whatnot. So how I have been doing it is I've been opening up Stargates and portals, and then connecting with obviously the left and right brain hemisphere through sacred numbers. to access certain knowledge, for energies that coincide with certain stargates and portals that are available to each and every one of us. So, obviously, a lot of you understand that I have been working with numbers here lately, and I've been working with basically the essences of the numerical codings to connect to certain stargates and certain portals. And so I'm going to connect to the group energy, and then I'm going to connect to the group energy of the left and right brain hemisphere, and then kind of go in with my talk of an energetic the energetic update and what's coming up, and also kind of give you some more information about the energies of how to open stargates, how to deal with the certain stargate energies, and also work with portals. So, I'm going to connect in with the essence of spirit at the energy numerical numbers of 369, and we're going to open up the energies of the left hemisphere of the brain at 124875, the right hemisphere of the brain at 142857, and then we're going to open up the stargates of Sirius, Pleiades, Orion, Aldebaran, and Antarian. And Asia Dara Eshot, Dresua Kota Anamahayan, Didiriasta Sahandro Ko Ukoko Batahala Sahan Asi Atresheto Ko Urakmanayan, Detelo Soson Ototsi Atarabakayas the sea. Okay. So I am now connected to the group energy of the call. So now I'll go in with the energetic update. So obviously we are going into the energies of May, and we just got out of a full moon, and now we're getting ready to go into the energies of Beltane, and then a new moon, and then also the Pleiadian Line-Up, and then another full moon. So the energies of Beltane is a Wiccan or a Wiccan holiday that basically coincides with the Bellfires, and also working with certain energies of fertility and growth. So it's actually a particular holiday that I celebrate on a yearly basis, and it's basically known as a fertility religion or a fertility rite. And obviously, when you think of fertility, it's about abundance and growth. And in the early morning hours, the moon is in Pisces, and then the moon will shift into Aries at 6:24 a.m. on May 1st. So it then will be in a fiery element, which will basically begin the festivities of Beltane, and making the energy of Beltane very heated for growth and abundance. And it will bring a lot of immense energy in the line of growth, and really allow for things to get really heated at that particular time. So also May 1st is one of the days that I do a ritual on, where I petition certain deities, as well as also petition certain saints to allow for my the ones that I petition for, such as my clients. I'm taking petitions from clients to for like work and love and money and many other different situations in their lives that they are needing help with. And obviously, one of the saints that I work with during that on May 1st is Saint Joseph the Worker, and a lot of them work with a lot of them petition for employment. So I work with Joseph the Worker due to the whole employment thing, and Joseph also is one of those saints that helps with selling houses as well. So it's very interesting how Saint Joseph has many different faces and corresponds with a Wiccan holiday because he is a Catholic saint. So if you look at it, there is basically similarities in all religions. So that's happening on May 1st. On May 4th, we have a new moon that is in 14 degrees Taurus, which is a Taurian energy, and it's about wealth, abundance, growth again, and also a lot of prosperity, prosperous energy. And not everybody thinks of money when a person speaks of prosperity. I know I don't. And it really allows for a person to really start planting the seeds in their life to become very prosperous in their understanding of creating a reality that they enjoy. So that particular energy is around May 4th, and it's particularly in the degree of 14 degrees. So 4 plus 1 equals 5. So it's also related around balance and security. You also want to focus around income as well. So income can be around money income. So the May 4th new moon is very much around the whole wealth energy, the whole prosperous energy, and making sure that you have a wide array of abundance in many areas of your life's path. Okay? So then you go into the middle part of May. And the middle part of May is, you've got May 12th, which is Mother's Day, and you want to thank all the mothers for their lovely contribute to birthing us into this wild world. And then also on Mother's Day, if you look at the number 12, you got 1 plus 2 equals 3. So it's around family energy. So if you look at the number 3 in depth, it's about a lot of folks will call it the Father, Son, and Spirit, or a lot of folks will call it the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, or a lot of folks will call it the Father, the Mother, and the Son. So look at it however you would like to look at it. And number 3 is the energy of the essence of spirit in itself. Because if you heard me when I connected to the group's energy, the essence of spirit starts with 3, and then you add another 3, and it equals up to 6, and then you add it up another 3, and it equals up to 9. So it corresponds with spirit. And then obviously you have May 13th, which is my birthday. and then you go into May 14th, May 15th, and that's when the energies start going into a rather interesting array of energies, and that May 15th, May 16th, anywhere from May 14th to May 16th starts what we call the Pleiadian Line-Up. Okay, so the Pleiadian Line-Up it's when the Pleiades star cluster, which are the 7 Pleiadian sisters. This is when that star cluster is closest to Earth. The Pleiades come back to check on their experiments. The Pleiades are very susceptible to being called in at this particular time, being invoked at this time, being placed on planet Earth to open up certain portals, open up certain stargates for us. So the Pleiadian Line-Up lasts until the 22nd, and then we have the energies right smack dead in the middle of the Pleiadian Line-Up. On May 18th is the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, so when the full moon is in Scorpio, that right there is a water element. So the Pleiades energy is in, if anybody has Pleiades or Scorpio in their astrological chart, it means that they are highly intuitive, very much connected to the water element, has a lot of emotional pull to the tides of the ocean. And if everyone looks at the number 18, 1 plus 8 equals obviously 9, and 9 itself is about completion. It's about completing a cycle. Okay, so, and also when you look at May 15th, when the starting of the Pleiadian Line-Up, it's about 1 and 5. So 1 plus 5 is 6, and 6 is the energy of balance. And that balance energy brings us into a balanced state of mind, or a balanced state of us being in our bodies, us feeling balanced in our bodies. And then obviously you have after the energies of the Pleiadian Line-Up and the peak of the Pleiadian Line-Up, which is the 18th, and full moon Scorpio. Then you have May 22nd, which is the ending of the Pleiadian Line-Up, which obviously 2 plus 2 is 4. So it's about double duality and basically stripping the means of duality, or basically shredding the last bit of energy that is upon this planet about duality. So the numbers have so much to do with planet Earth at this time that everybody has to be very, very closely. You have to look at it very closely with how the numbers are set up, because there has been many different power associations with the numbers that have basically been opening up since the beginning of the year in 2009. If you look at it, it's all about opening up that, opening up portals, opening up stargates, because we have, and I apologize, I'm clearing my throat a lot. I actually already feel downloads of downloads and upgrades going on in my throat chakra. I always seem to get upgrades during the Pleiadian Line-Up in my throat chakra, so I apologize about that. So you want to also look at that and how Pleiades aligns with you. Pleiades aligns with you with upgrades and downloads too. So always look to what is look to how Taurus or the Pleiades star cluster is pointed in your astrological chart as well. Okay, so you want to look in many different meanings of your astrological chart to see if Pleiades conjuncts or is in alignment with your sun or your moon, and really look at it in a perspective of what it's in alignment at. Okay, so that is an energetic update. Oh, I forgot to add one other important date. So I was meditating early this morning about the whole energetic update. Towards the ending of May, and this is about, I think this is about May 28th. May 28th is a brand new energy coming onto the planet, and this is around the energy of opening up to a new array of energy or a new portal of energy, and the one star system or star constellation came into my understanding was Orion. Okay, and the energy or the constellation Orion is going to be directing certain energies during that time. And if you look at 28, 8 plus 2 is 8, 9, 10, and that's 10. That's 1 plus 0, and that automatically equals back to 1. So it's about new beginnings. It's about opening up to new energies and new awakenings that we haven't fathomed to even think about. So we're really in a course of looking at certain things that are totally brand new for us, that haven't even been discovered before. And that's the reason why in each book that continuously opens, like last year we had the book of Sahara. Now we have the book of Nasira, N-R-K-N-A, capital S-E-R-A. That's Nasira. And Nasira is in the depiction, or she looks like a Black Panther or a black cat, almost kind of reminding me of Bast. Okay, just like Sahara reminded me of Sekhmet. So it seems as if these feline energies are really coming into the energy of opening up brand new knowledges or acknowledgments for us. So really look to how certain awarenesses are coming into your space. Also, how new things are becoming discovered, or how certain things are popping up out of nowhere in our news broadcast. Or I know a lot of you probably don't watch the news broadcast, but obviously we all have partners or family members that look at the news broadcast, and certain things catch your eye. So you'll see a lot of chaos actually in the news at the moment, but this is just shedding away old stuff. This is shedding away certain energies that really have no business being here. So it's just basically Mother Earth cleaning herself again. And obviously, if you have been following me for, I would say, the past 6 years, you know that Mother Earth seems to cleanse herself probably every year or every 2 years. So just look at how 2012 was back then to how 2019 is now. We have done a lot of changing, a lot of opening, a lot of rediscoveries, a lot of things that we don't even think are new to us, which are a lot of things that we don't even think is new, but really it is new to us because this is uncharted territory. This is territory that we really haven't never been in. So it's time for all of us to awaken and come to terms that we are the ones that are basically paving the way for our future in metaphysics, and also looking at the different star knowledges that are coming to play in at this moment, especially with the Stargates and the portals, and using intention to open up these Stargates and portals. Also using hand mudras and motions to open up these portals. I mean, your spoken voice is beyond the most powerful thing that is known to man, and you just have to open up your mouth and allow sound to come out. That sound vibrates your vocal cords and makes that sound to create a beautiful language for you. So use it. And a lot of you have became more fluent in light languages. A lot of light languages are coming online now, and there's just millions and millions of different things that are really awakening at this time. And as we go into 2020, it's going to even be more aware of our bodies, more aware of our human auric field, and a lot of things are going to be able to, or a lot of things that we have discovered intuitively are going to now be discovered scientifically. So a lot of people that thought we were quacks, they're going to actually think that we're pretty darn smart. So continue on with your intuitiveness and discovering the intuitive infused knowledge that each and every one of you receive, and really just spit it out. Don't worry about what other people think. It's all something that we need to come to terms with and know in our hearts that this is something that's paving our future. So back to the talk about stargates and portals. So stargates are basically gateways into different dimensions, different galaxies, different places, and a lot of folks go here or go there, or pass between a gateway or pass between a stargate in their meditation. I actually pass between stargates in my waking state. And if you realize the energies, such as how I do, is have you ever gotten that thought that, or have you ever had that thought that instantly comes into your mind and then literally exits your thought before you can even get it out your mouth? That's you entering the stargate, or that's you entering into what I would call a time portal, where a snippet of time gets lost. All right, so look at these different types of time portals that each and every one of us have. A lot of people call it dunce moments or blonde moments or brain farts. Really, they're not. They're simply us having lost snippets of time and us moving through the stargates and the portals that we have opened ourselves or that our mind has opened. Okay? So now a portal it can be from one place to another or from one place to another in this existence. Okay? So portals would be like, say, for instance, you could go down into in the lower worlds, meaning into the center of the earth, such as like Agartha or Telos or Terra, because all of these different fathoms of energy or fathoms of the civilizations that we thought are lost, they're really here, okay? They're really here on planet Earth, just in a different dimension. And we are going down into Mother Earth and receiving this knowledge from below our feet, okay? So now we also got portals that go up as well. And these portals that go up, these portals are similar to the 1,051 known dimensions to man. So these particular dimensions are in our upper worlds. So in our upper worlds, we actually have the spirit world. Then we have what Catholics like to call purgatory, which is basically a dimension in between our world and the spirit world. And it's not necessarily purgatory. It's basically I call it the in-between. All right, and that is where a lot of us go when we are just beginning to meditate, or right when we're beginning to fall asleep. We go into that between places. All right, and a lot of folks have to go there. Like, say, for instance, if you communicate with the elementals, you automatically go there. You go there first, and then you go to that particular dimension where that elemental resides at. All right, and the gatekeepers or the intermediary spirits, they rule these particular domains or these particular dimensions, so that we can focus on the work that we're doing here in these particular dimensions. So you have to understand, it's all about our spoken assignments that we are taking into consideration. Because each and every one of us, whether you believe it or not, we take on a spiritual assignment. Our soul take on spiritual assignments to, one, look out for a portal, be a keeper of a portal, be a keeper of a stargate, be a keeper of an ancient relic, be a keeper of a stone, be a keeper of a wand, or be a keeper of a piece of jewelry. And these are particular relics that we had access to in past lifetimes. So look at it in the way of how your past lifetimes would look at it. Dive deep into the Akashic records and know that there's not just one Akashic records now. There's the Book of Akash, the Book of Sahara, and the Book of Nasira that is open. So you have three records of time that you have access to at this particular moment. and you will have access to another 10. Okay, well, actually another 9. Excuse me. So after you have access to all 12 of those particular time, I'm calling them time records or time codes, you will be able to see the many different records of not just humanity, but dimensions, galaxies, worlds. So I know it's a little bit difficult to grasp a hold of at this particular moment, because a lot of people are probably like can't even fathom to think that they had this or are worthy of this. But you very much are worthy of it. Each and every one of you are worthy of it. Don't downgrade yourself. You have no reason to downgrade yourself. And you have to realize that you are the most powerful being in the world, okay? Because once you have that mentality, you know that you can move mountains, okay? And you got to remember, God is within yourself, all right? Or higher power is within yourself, because we are a spark of the divine creator, okay? So that's my little rant and rave for today, but I do have some processes or some activations to give you.
Awesome.
And so one of the activations that I am going to do with everyone is an activation an activation of worthiness, and then also an activation of time or accessing time codes, portals, and stargates. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to give you is obviously the worthiness code. And the reason why I'm giving the worthiness code first is for all of you to take into consideration that you're worthy of this. Because a lot of you really feel like, why me? Who would choose little old me to be the most powerful that we set our mind to be? And that's not the mentality that you need to have. You need to have the mentality that you are the creator. You are the creator being. You create your reality that is in front of you. If you want to win the lottery, all you got to do is say, I am winning the lottery, or put it in a past tense like you already have, and do so. Stop thinking, oh, I wish I win the lottery. Don't wish, do it. Okay, so we're doing the activation of worthiness. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to connect to the essence of spirit at 369. And take a deep breath in. And we're going to connect to the left hemisphere of the brain at 124875. The right hemisphere of the brain at 142857. And we'll activate the worthiness code. Take a deep breath in. La neno corre in the ora anda hakayen. Vile bakaro utelo stonda la quare in dele siata ayano or. Vela bacore andai histel. Zopoku una arande elasia. Uden halar embeleste fionor, pelapaka ara aniane eleo, uranda habara ayatesi, zinna labki, zinna kaara,
Zeloko urande ele pahayano oratia. Zejan urande hele. Vokun arambere astasi. Dile kiandala katorandawa. Elambele atai estendere asu. Zamur andelewa. Elandra iseni akayas. Gelanurando. Vilande helesiamur. Vilamara. Elaki. Delasto ora andayasto us. Kalesia. Nelemboro okun. Delam alayastes. Zid andele ik inumo. Kandolo urambo okunaya. Awa anayas. Zid eliama arash dianay. Ila tuhurang ayanmo. Vela bahara takiana iastahid ila koor. Vela makayos to sido oran. Telo horan hudem hukotayana. Jela samriani hiki. Gandalo hurama hatayano una. Kelos to sud ila paaran.
And take a deep breath in. Bring that energy up and through your root chakra, in through your sacral, up through your solar, and through your heart, up through your throat, into your third eye, down into your well of dreams at the back of the head, up and out the crown chakra, doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby, down into the pineal gland, all the way down the Sushumna, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And deep breath in. All right, and we're going to call in the light of the Pisces constellation to ground you out. 5 miles down, 5 miles out. Remember that the Pisces constellation governs the feet, which allows you to be planted on the Mother Earth. And we're going to call in the energy of the Ophiuchus constellation, which is the 13th zodiac, which governs the central nervous system, in which the central nervous system allows for the energy to be integrated, and it's like the central nervous system, and calling in Ophiuchus basically is like integration on steroids, okay? So it kind of kicks everything in like tenfold, okay? So just allowing that to fully integrate before we go into the Stargate code. And take a deep breath in. Okay. Now the next process that we are going to do is we're going to do the time codes activation along with the Stargate and portal activation. So this is basically two activations in one, and it's basically going to blend in with each other. So I want you to take some deep breaths in. And
Ledeno, della stasso, della bahara anialao, dem hide akatu, della stor, delemhin, e makahayano, la talo, zelo, odor andao, vilamara, della stiaso, gondre beatahin, elar en della stor andropokoyen. Vinemakayas desi et eleamokor, veshana, zilendere, kor andolo mokuyen, de la manayas desi, de la karanu, kata heshaniama, dokust, zemile, gayano, ilambara hatayas do uras, de la pakesto su undawa, de la bahara ataki, el amor, gilam, gelestias así, zeshon uk undobo, de mor atavos, de mana kile tenenianu, tenemiki, asanakayas, orandolo, ukum, alan, elepakayos dosut uranai, ilembre atakayist, zitelo uratukuun, de la bahara tendenesia, zamuka. na bokore itakaara. Vilapsiano ora katayestu. Dilam hele patoku uran. Dalatasi ete komor. Janora kanai. Ezanako okosi. Damreator atakas. Zishanloku romdere. Hukundere okutora tunomokis. Telembreandaneano utela pakwakatayanesti. Tayasto uram. Okotel. Okotela sahananene akate elesiotor. Okum. Okum. Elafi. Okum. 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 Asiana. Telesiatoko urkateas. Telemakayano urandi. Elestiaso. 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 Ok uran.
And deep breath in. Bring that energy up and through your root chakra. In through your sacral. Up through your solar. And through your heart. Up through your throat. Into your third eye. Down into the well of dreams at the back of the head. Up and out the crown chakra. Doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby. Beaming down into the pineal gland. All the way down to Shushumna. Activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And take a deep breath in. We're going to ground you out. I'm calling the light of the Pisces constellation. Ground you out. 5 miles down. 5 miles out. You're going to call in the light of the Ophiuchus constellation to integrate that energy. Opening and allowing energy and allowing your soul to have access to opening and closing stargates and portals. Take a deep breath in. All right, and when you're all ready, you can open up your eyes and just relax into that energy. So how is everyone feeling?
Awesome. I don't even know how many activations we did anymore. It just felt like there were so many, but still spinning a little bit, to be honest. Still feeling the energy.
Yeah, that will happen.
Yeah, drinking some water. For sure. Goodness, how's everybody doing? If you want to write in the chat or the Q&A, let me know how you guys are all doing. And we are going to take some questions. We have some people with their hands raised, and we have some questions in the chat.
Okay.
Awesome. Wow. Yeah, I'm still like kind of spinning and clearing my throat a little bit. Feeling it in my throat. But it's all good. Yeah, getting there. Good. So, wow, this whole conversation too about the energetic update was so amazing. Oh my goodness, I can totally relate to all of what's happening in May. So I'm so excited to see how it all plays out. It's like, wow, interesting information. So, wow, perfect timing.
Yes, indeed it is.
Mm-hmm. So before we take, do you want to just quickly talk about the special offer before we take questions, or do you want to take a question and then go to the special offer?
Actually,
and then go back?
We can take a question real quick, and then we can talk about the special offer.
Awesome.
I know probably a lot of people are anxious to talk.
So we're going to go to Linda at phone number ending in 4233. Linda, I'm going to unmute you. Hello.
Hi, love. Hi, Laura. Hi,
Hello.
Rev Bryan.
Hello.
It's Linda Card in California.
Hello. How are you?
I'm okay, love. Listen, I wanted to ask you. I've been working with the Pleiades Council, been working with the Arcturians and the Syrians, and when I was meditating with Saint Germain and the Violet Flame and the Purple Dragons, I guess about a week ago today, something came up in the meditation regarding some suffering that took place at age 7 that looks like a molestation that I wasn't familiar with. And my heart felt very heavy after this came to mind. Is there another star code that I should add or work with particularly for this that just came up? It's the first time that, Bryan, it's ever come to mind.
Well, let's see here. All right, so let me see. Just take some deep breaths in and let me check this out. Okay, so we're going to call in so let's call in the energy of the Antarian, the Antarian energies at 152951, 152951, 152951, 152951. Eteresia tarakaya takura katerashun. Zesia taraka atakate sendoro. Inamar. Etakien. Eshanukotal. Okay. All right, and then we're going to also couple it with, we're going to couple it with the energy of, we're going to couple it with the energy of the Pleiades and calling in all 7 of the sisters at 73591-451, 73591-451, 73591-451. And opening up the heart chakra.
Do you see a heaviness there, Bryan?
It's a bit of heaviness, but it will soon fade. What I want you to do is I want you to get your small little pamphlet and and continue to call in the Pleiades code, and then also Also calling the seven sisters, which are Tajeta, and then also Electra, Merope, Alcyon, Maya, and Asterope, and then Kalaino, which is also Pleione. And you can work with all seven of the sisters, which should be able to clear up some of that frustration and some of that energy of hurt and the energy of it almost feels to me like a little bit of remorse as well. So work with the seven sisters, and also know that soon in that master class that you will be attending, there will be codes that Master Roshni will also offer that will possibly help with that as well.
Okay, love, thanks, and thank you so much for the worthiness code. I wrote down
all very welcome.
All the numbers.
Yes.
Okay, love, I'll see you tomorrow. Alara, thank you so much. Love you for all you do.
Love you too, Linda. Thank you.
Hey, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, thank you. So we're going to go and, hold on one sec. We're going to just quickly talk about the special offer because there's some new things in there, and then we'll go back to some more questions. So if you're on the live page, alara.at/show/live, you can just click on special offer, and if you're not, you can go to alara.at/show/Bryan4. All right, so Bryan, there's a few, special offer A has 4 MP3s, but it actually turns out to be like 7, so there's 4 pieces, but there's actually 7 MP3s. So can you talk about the packages and what people can expect?
Yes. So package A, in package A, you get Master Roshni channeling, the Portal of Resurrection, the Master Healing Coding 44, and then the Master Teacher Coding 33, and then the 333 activation. So you get all of the 333 activation. You get also the Master Teacher Coding 33 activation, and all in item 4 is like a total of there's 4 recordings in item 4. Mm-hmm. And in item 4, that's basically for allowing for the energies to really be. Best way I can put it is it allows the information to be really. It allows the information to be really honed in on working with the energies of the numeral 3. And as I said before, in the numeral 3, that particular coding is directly related to really allowing for the master teacher energies, also the divinity energies, the mother, father, and son energies. It's just really a wonderful code to work within, and also another thing that works very well within that is you'll work, or once you start listening to the Master Roshni channeling, that Master Roshni channeling will explain a lot about the energies of Atlantis, and then the portal of resurrection that opens up on Easter Sunday, and then also activating the Master Healer codings, and the Master Teacher codings. So these particular MP3s are really really beginning to open up your abilities, opening up your special abilities that will help you through your journey. Now, Package A is one of the ones that I would recommend everybody receiving because it's there's so much to it. And then also in Package B, you get everything in Package A, and then you get also a 30-minute intuitive reading with me. Okay, so that's ultimately ultimately one of my popular packages. And then in Package C, you get everything in Package A and Package B, and then you get also two new sessions, which is a chakra and aura cleanse, and then also a remote pyramid healing session. So the chakra and aura cleanse is basically I go through all 7 of the chakras, and I address one issue in each chakra and speak to you about it, and then I clear the whole chakra, okay? And then I also set the aura up for a 24-hour healing that lasts for a complete 24 hours. And then the remote pyramid healing session is a session that I work with a copper pyramid, which this copper pyramid will basically be placed upon your picture, and I will place crystals on your picture along with certain herbs or certain flower parts to it, leaves, flower petals, stems on your picture, which will transfer energies to the body. It's similar to me opening up. It's similar to me opening up energies that are within your body to allow for a complete overall healing to your body. So that is one thing that is very special about that particular healing. So if you're really wanting the whole entirety sessions with me, I would recommend Package C. So each or the prices for those packages: Package A is $97, Package B is $147, Package C is $197, and each one of these packages are discounted from their original prices. So you may want to check them out, and as you check them out, they really open up a new energy for everybody that receives them. They allow for the person to really benefit from an overall energetic. I call it an energetic makeover, but a lot of folks call it a energetic healing and kind of like a journey advisor when they have their 30-minute reading with me, and also that 30-minute chakra and aura cleanse. I cover a lot in a 30-minute chakra and aura cleanse, and with it running for 24 hours, a lot of people are like totally blown away, and normally they don't need another chakra cleanse for at least 7, 8, maybe even 9 months, depending on how deep the energies are in your chakras. But normally I normally get folks for chakra clearings probably if they've had one. They probably don't come back to me for another one until probably the next year. So I would highly recommend getting you a chakra cleanse as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Bryan. And can you tell us, too, how far in advance you are doing your bookings at the moment?
My
People
bookings,
might be curious.
as of right now, I am booking. I'm booking next week, and I have bookings next week, or I have openings next week, and I also have openings following week, and then I also have. I'm trying to get everyone in before the 10th, due to I will be away on the 13th and the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Obviously, the 13th for my birthday, the 14th for a personal issue, and then on the 15th, my husband's birthday, and then on the 16th, another personal issue as well. So I will try to get everyone in before the 10th of May, and I'll probably be working overtime. But obviously, as of right now, I have basically left open in my schedule a total of 4 days with completely no bookings, so that I can at least take in at least 4 to 5 sessions in basic one day. So I only do 5 sessions tops a day due to the intensity of my work, and it really tiring me out, because when I do a session, I really get down deep into a client's energy field, and they feel it most definitely. So I would highly recommend, if you are going to book, I would most definitely say book as soon as possible, so that you can get one of those days.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. And again, those special offers are available at alara.at/show/Bryan4. So we're going to get back to the questions. So we have some in the chat, and we have hands raised. So we're going to go to the chat for a second, and there's a question from Angela, and she's saying, this week is getting me confused. I'm seeking guidance. Tomorrow has me even more worried. What do the P's advise? P's mean the Pleiades advise?
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so one of the things that they want you to really do is make your intentions very clear. You really need to make your intentions clear on how you want these particular days or these particular energies to go for you. Also, I'm seeing a lot of personal clearing that needs to take place, such as like clearing of negative belief systems or negative self-talk. So you want to quit with the negativity and being worried about it overall, because the worrying about it is going to attract it. Okay, you got to remember how the law of attraction works. If you obviously worry constantly about it, it's going to do nothing but bring it forward. Now, if you don't worry about it, it's going to allow for the energies to be very what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to allow for the energy to be very cooperative and allow the energy to go your way. Okay, so try not to be so worried about the initial thing that is happening, because things are going to go quite well, is what I'm hearing, and just be very clear with the intention. Okay.
Awesome. And then there's a question from, I don't know if it's Bongi or Bonji. Sorry if I say your name improperly. But they said, I need some help with making a crucial decision involving surgery. I'm not ready. I'd rather get some healing. What can you advise?
Okay, so with the energy of surgeries, remember, I am no doctor, and I can't say no, don't get the surgery because it's not necessary. But I will tell you that healing will definitely lend a hand at some of the healing processes that will kind of shed some light on what to do to prolong the need for surgery. And it's basically just lifestyle changes. So my advice to you, Boji or Bogi, is to possibly get a session with me so that we can speak more personally about this, because I will need to read your energy field in a more personal way so that I can actually see closely what's going on. Because when I have tons of people on the phone lines and tons of people in the chat, it's kind of hard to pinpoint whose energy is who, okay, unless I hear your voice. So most definitely purchase a session with me, and let's see what we can do from there. But I can definitely advise you on what we could do to prolong the need for surgery.
Awesome. So now we're going to go to the phone lines, and we're going to go to phone number ending in 1472. 1472. Hello.
How do you do? Hello, Laura. Hi, Brian.
How are you?
Hello.
I'm quite well. This is Nikki.
Good.
Hey, Nikki.
So what's going on, Nikki?
How's everyone? What's going on? Wow, a lot. A month ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, my family's health issues came to a head. I was away for 3 weeks. I took a leave of absence from my patient, went to Maryland for 3 weeks, took care of my cousin who had brain surgery. She is wonderful, thank God. Then came back home. My aunt's husband died, but that's not a big surprise. But I've been with her since last Tuesday, and it's just been a different type of healing and energy and sadness, and watching her go through that, because she's actually like my mother. And I felt so disconnected. I do feel disconnected spiritually, and it's kind of it's hard for me to get grounded and get back in my groove.
Okay, so when a person does a lot of traveling and a lot of dealing with other people's energy, and them not being not tending to a lot of self-care, what I would highly recommend, sweetie, is that you kind of get to help you get back into the groove of you, is to kind of block you out at least a night, maybe a weekend of nothing but self-care, okay? Because maybe this self-care be you you meditating on a daily basis, or you receiving some healing work, or receiving some sessions, or you even calling in some guidance from different entities and different deities, because you really need to ground back down into Mother Earth. Also, I do feel as if there's a lot of tension in the knees. The knees are really showing me a lot of compression type energy.
They sure are talking to me, Bryan.
Yeah, and then also I also see the hips as well. So those particular points, it's almost like there's a lot of pressure on them points. And with there being pressure on them points, what I would recommend is possibly doing some acupressure, or taking a bath, having a very hot bath, and then throwing your legs over the side of the bathtub, and then massaging your gait reflexes. Your gait reflexes are the skin right in between your toes. Those are your gait reflexes, which basically cleanse out toxins and also cleanse out environmental toxins as well. Because obviously in different environments you do receive environmental toxins, such as like pesticides, also pollution in the air, and whatnot. And also you may want to do some certain hand type mudras as well, because I see something along the lines of what looks to me like some Tai Chi or some Qigong type movements that would help you. And that seems like what would kind of bring you back into the groove. And then also you could very well purchase a session with me, and or purchase one of the packages, and I can very well get you back in the groove. And it seems like it would be very easy. And if I had to recommend a specific package to you, I would say most definitely probably if you're on a budget, the package B. But if you are not necessarily on a budget and you want to gift yourself the full deal, probably package C would be your best bet. Okay?
All right.
But
thank you so much.
Is the most important.
Awesome. Thank you, Nikki.
Yes. Thank you, Laura. Thanks, Bryan.
Thank you. And great reminder for all of us who, kind of sometimes burn the midnight oil or are affected by a lot of different people, to do the self-care. It's very, very important. Absolutely. So I have a question from Renetta on the chat, and she's just asking if you have any message for her, please.
Okay, Renetta. Let's see. Renetta. Eterisia Torokushkanda Bahato Une Enasia Tara Hanayetuku. Ella Tatala Sandreskia Sa Anjash Kutor Okuteremuana. All right, so what I get here is you really need to be mindful of your finances at this particular moment. Try not to overspend, and try not to overspend, and try not to be too tight on the money aspect. But at the same time, you really need to look at how You really need to just watch this bending, and I do feel as if you do have something that is going to come up around work or career that is going to really be special or promising for you in the upcoming weeks. This is around, they're showing kind of like a good omen or a good something, maybe some good maybe some good energy or good vibrations within the workplace for you, or this may be even possibly possibly even some good someone talking good about you at the workplace, because they're really experiencing the energy, or this is really showing something around the energy of stability, very much security, and it's related to work and career. So it's showing definitely some stability that is going to come of this. So that's what I have for you, Ronetta, and I hope that helps you in some way, shape, or form.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So we're going to also go to phone number ending in 7378. 7378. I'm going to unmute you. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hi, who's it?
Hello.
This is Alan from Copenhagen.
Hi.
Hi. Hello, Brian.
Hello.
I'd like to ask you, every time I take one big step forward, I'm always going 2 steps backwards right now. What's blocking me right now?
Okay, so let's see what is blocking you right now. All right. So what I'm seeing is blocking you as of right now is they show that there's some energies of fear that is being shown here, and also being shown of kind of feeling caged up. Okay. Also kind of like feeling trapped, and also being tempted with temptations. All right, so I don't know exactly what you are trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish, but they show me something to do with temptation, that you kind of feel like you're being restrained. So what I would definitely tell you here is that you really need to ground back down, and also look to the planet. I know what this is. Okay, so this is you getting ready to. This is you getting ready to go into a pivotal time in your life. You may be getting ready to go into what I would call a specific change in your life. You could be entering what I call possibly a Saturn return, because the Saturn returns twice, 2 times in a person's life, one around middle age and then one around the ages of in between 60 and 70 years of age, and it seems to me like it's maybe a little bit on a Saturn return. I mean, it could happen in between the ages of 55 and 70. So it all depends on what your age is at this particular moment. And if that's the case, then it should only last for probably about another 6 months, and then you should start seeing a lot of change happen to go on for you. But overall, there's a fear and some temptation that is blocking you and standing in your way. And then also when my spirits or when my guides make a chiming noise with one of my chimes that hangs over my my altar, what that means for me is that that is a confirmation. So how old are you at this moment?
I'm 51.
Okay, so you're 51.
Yes.
You could be getting ready to go into kind of like a shadow phase in your life, which shadow phases happen to come in before a Saturn return, and you could be one of those people that has a rather early Saturn return. I know I had my Saturn return when I was actually 27, 28, and this very well could be what I call a shadow phase, or one of those energies that happens to correspond with the astrological placing of certain planets in your chart. But it's overall all around temptation and fear. So I don't know exactly what is tempting you or what's trying to tempt you to make some change here, but you really need to look at this in a bigger picture. And also you may want to look at some energy of cleansing out some of the old energy around you. Maybe throwing away stuff that's not used or broken or stuff like that, and also cleansing out your space with some Palo Santo, some copal, or some even sage. I know a lot of people think that sage is all for clearing, but I don't feel as if sage is all for just clearing. I think it's also to promote wisdom as well. So I like to use the energy of Palo Santo or some frankincense and myrrh, and always burn your frankincense with myrrh to allow for the myrrh to return sweetness back into the house. Because whenever you do a cleansing on your space, you always have to return the sweetness back in your house, or you're going to have a empty house. Okay, so try to cleanse your space and try to possibly even cleanse you. You can even use some cleansing baths or some cleansing type of showers. You can use a little bit of sea salt, baking soda, some basil, and maybe a little bit of lemon verbena, or even lemon balm, which lemon balm kind of cuts and clears obstacles, and really just look at the obstacles that you're trying to remove, or focus on removing obstacles while you're bathing. That would be my recommendation to you, because it's, like I said, it's mostly surrounded by fear. So try that out, okay?
Okay, I will do that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Wonderful.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so we have just a few more minutes. 1 second. We're going to just go to the chat and Mm, Lisa's wondering, Lisa, you had a question. Where did it go? I lost it. Lisa, Bryan, is there any message coming in for me? And she loved the activations. They were so powerful. She was outside sitting in the sun and had goosebumps all over.
Okay. So Lisa was her name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what's for Lisa. Lisa. Eterepasano sotre shindro klakatukun eniasta sahadana maneku. Elastandro sotoro shotremakia sotorum vitana sate shotromokoro uterasa hana esesion esena katia dara. Eshanamokor atrasum dareasa san elepete dokusontros. Vitanamana eleperia turoshkutras. Vitinamiki. Okay, so I see. Okay, so there's when I see this specific type of energy, there shows some particular type of challenge or competitiveness that is getting ready to stand in your way. All right. So you may want to ask for some protection around with some certain forces, maybe some protective deities that you need to call in. But you're getting ready to be faced with a challenge, and it seems as if you may be possibly defending your territory or defending your belief in a way, which this will be successful, but you are going to be very caught unaware or unprepared for this challenge, but you really need to you might be very much unclear with the opinion that they're coming at you with. Okay, so what I would highly recommend is you basically asking for some protection, but it shows you bouncing back up. It shows you having wonderful perseverance. So I really see you bouncing back very quickly. And if perhaps you want to look into this in a more in-depth way, you can purchase one of the packages with me, and I can help you with bringing some protection in. So you may want to check out that. But do know that this will just be a challenge that is going to be rather easy for you to overcome, but you may be unaware when it happens. So just keep this little small question or small reading in the back of your head, so you're not completely unaware. All right, so I hope that helped you, and I look forward to working with you.
Awesome, thank you. And now just one more last question from Destiny. So she says she's feeling lots of energy in her head and sinuses. What is this? Do I just need to ground it down? Having a hard time staying fully grounded.
Yes, you need to ground down. You need to call in the light of the Pisces constellation. You can very well just say creator of all that is, or creator or source. I call down the light of the Pisces constellation to ground myself out. and you'll feel the energy come into your fourth eye, which is that soft area where your head was soft when you were a baby, and it will come down into your subshamna. It will beam straight down into your root chakra, all the way down your hips, down to your knees, into your feet, and then you'll start that grounding cord out your 2 feet, and then it will shoot energy back up through your feet, and then shoot it up into your root chakra, and then your root chakra will shoot a cord down into Mother Earth as well. So kind of like that extension cord plug type will plug into Mother Earth, allowing for you to be very grounded in to Mother Earth. So it won't last for long. Your sinuses may be going through kind of like an irrigation type going. So just allow for it to happen and ground out. You should be fine.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we all can do that for the grounding. If
yes.
you want extra grounding, absolutely. So thank you for that. So Bryan, is there anything else that you would like to share with us, or your guides would like to share with us today before we go?
Just remember, everyone, that you are a creator being inside yourself. You are all powerful, and that you can transform anything just by clear intention. So remember that, be mindful of that, and do that. And know that you can. It's just I'm just a click away, and if you click on one of them special offers, and click one of those special offers, I am at your service, and I will be more than happy to help each and every one of you. And do know that that Creator Source has many more powerful days ahead of you. And after May, we have June, then July, then August, then September, and then October. And then those are some very powerful months by themselves. So hopefully we can have, Alara can have me back on the show again soon and give you another energetic update. I want to just remind you once again, you are creator beings inside yourself, and know that you can create things just by a simple intention and by simply allowing yourself to use your God-given voice or your source-given voice. And I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for having me, Alara. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.
Oh, thank you so much, Bryan. And absolutely, that's a great closing out message. And thank you, everybody, for your questions, comments, and feedback. And please do take a look at the special offer page of Bryan's and see which of the packages resonates with you, so that Bryan can work with you one-on-one, or those MP3s, which are really, really powerful. So that's at alara.at/show/Bryan4. All right, so please do take a look at those and come back and listen to this recording or replay again, because there was so much information and wisdom too at the beginning, plus those powerful activations, right? So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bryan, and until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now.